Ha ha ha. Now, can I add you as host? Make host. So you make co-host. So you are a co-host. So both have the same ability to mute people and things. Yeah. God, fuck me. I'm not a co-host. Can't see you very well. That's better. Is that better? Okay. Right. So, big view. Just double check all these bits. Quite got the hang of it yet. Active speaker is on. Pin video. No, because we want both of us. Okay. Gallery view. Right click on. Well, that's if you've got more than 3, but that doesn't count. So that is it. Speaker, gallery. Sure. That's the right button here. Yeah. Okay. So
make sure you press the right button.
Yes, press the right button. Okay, so today's self-healing lessons, the first one of 3. We're going to be focusing on the physical body. So now I know why people wear headphones when they're doing these things, because you get an echo. Aha. So let me just see if that works. Right, is that better? Now I can't hear myself at all. Can you hear me? You're not even in there. What are you doing? Go to that thing down the bottom. That's it. And do that at the top. So, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Oh, you got your headphones in. Right. So what I will do, I will put headphones in, because that seems to be the way people do it, and I never knew why. Now I know why. I've got to find the headphone socket. Bear with me. Steep learning curve, steep learning curve. Oh my goodness. I can't hear anything now. Now I've done that. So is that's great.
Yeah, it sounds like an auditorium.
It does, yeah, which is amazing, but we're not an auditorium.
It has come to my attention that the people have been naughty.
Oh dear, bear with me a minute. I've got to get this in the right food up. That one, I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm not getting that echo anymore. Hello? Right, so front speaker out. Yes. Right, okay. Right, so now I can't hear me at all, can I? Can I hear me? Oh my goodness, I don't know what's going on. I think that's the wrong one.
Yes, I can hear you.
So I was getting everything mixed up with headphones and oh my goodness. We're done now. Okay, right. So yes, the physical body is what we're going to be talking about today. So I think for me, I don't know about you, Ian, the most important thing is that mind-body connection, and how what's going on in your mind, your emotions, directly affects your physical body. And it's quite amazing. We've got quite a few different books here that kind of explain it, but I think that the best one is this one, Louise L. Hay's book, yeah, which it's an easy book to read, but it's not an easy book to read, because if it pushes your buttons like it did with me the first time I read it, you know, it could be very challenging. But I think that's the kind of start book. I'm just going to look, because a lot of these healing books have disclaimers in them, yeah? So I'm just going to check. This one does not have a disclaimer in it. So that's very cool. No disclaimer in this book. This one has a disclaimer, which basically says, don't listen to what's in this book, go and see your doctor. But then what's the point of writing the book in the first place? This book's really interesting, because in this book, she says, this is, hold it up again, oops, that way, really cool book. And what it says in here, it is customary for publishers of books on spiritual healing to announce a disclaimer. I will not give such a disclaimer here. I have seen the documented evidence of the reported healings in this book, including before and after pictures, doctors' reports, and patients' own testimonials. So you have books with no disclaimers, you have books with disclaimers, and you have books that say, I am not going to put such a disclaimer in my book. So the link there with the mind is that if you read the disclaimer, immediately you're in that place of, oh, well, you know, nothing in this book works then. I have to go and see my doctor. And if you know us by now, you'll know that we do not subscribe to doctors in any way, shape or form, to be honest. So that connection, that mind-body connection is, I think it's vital. Ian, your thoughts on it? On that connection?
With self-healing, and we're talking about the body, you know?
Yeah.
I've written something, so I'll read that out, which is probably what I'm trying to say. So self-healing begins with self. You are the only person who can heal yourself with thought, action, outcome, and experience. Other people will join you on that journey, but they cannot heal. You must do this through your discoveries on your journey of healing. So, yeah, that very much connects to your mind and your body, using personal responsibility and
self-discipline. Yeah. So I suppose, although we're talking about the physical body today, we will talk about the mind. The mind will be the third lesson, because it is such a vast subject. And to be honest, everything comes back to your mind, yeah, because it is, we know it's a powerful thing, yeah, and we know that it can run away with us when we let it, yeah. So we'll be delving into the mind in the third lesson, but for now I think it's just recognizing that mind-body connection is the most important aspect to consider when you are looking at self-healing, because if you change your mind, flip it around, you can change your life. Yeah, it's that powerful. Yeah, change your mind, change your life, and that includes the healing, the self-healing. Yeah? The other thing around the physical body is, for example, if you are trying to heal yourself, but the people around you keep saying, go to the doctor. You've got to go to the doctor with that. Ooh, when was the last time you went to the doctor? All that kind of stuff. You know, that's going to kind of, it could derail you if you let it. So it could make you go to the doctors if you buy into what they're saying.
The thing is, what's interesting about that statement is you are putting trust in people who are not qualified to say that you should go. But they are genuinely advising you the best of their knowledge. And this is genuine. So it is done from a place of love. However, they are not qualified to say they should go to doctors. All they're qualified to do is to say from their own experience, which would be programmed by the state or society.
And it's driven by, you know, other things. It's not just driven by healing people. It's driven by many different things. So I suppose the thing you are determined to go down an alternative healing path to one of doctors and surgeons and pharmaceuticals. That whole you would need to ask yourself the question: are the people around me, are they supporting that journey that I want to take, or am I complicit in letting them sabotage me on that journey? Because if you really want to walk that path, we all have formidable will. Yeah, we were watching a documentary last night about the first ever female kings, queens, but the word queen actually means wife of a king. So they weren't queens, they were kings in their own right. Yeah? And the thing that it said about Mary, Bloody Mary, was that she had a formidable will. Yeah. It's like, ooh, I like that. So, but we all have that. We can choose to use that in whatever part of our life we are focusing on, any one particular point. But with healing, when it comes to self-healing, it's so powerful. Yeah, your formidable will heal you. Absolutely, 100%. So, you know, it's an awareness of how the people around you kind of respond to that, yeah, and what do you then do around that? And is there anything you want to add there, Ian?
Yeah, it's just practical knowledge for your will. So the word here, which is the pharmaceuticals, doctors, all that modern medicine, which is nothing wrong with that, it's fine, is knowledge. So if someone is studying, let's say, cancer, they would have to go to university for at least 7 years to become just not
even longer for people who cut.
Yeah, vast knowledge on, you know, what everyone says. So if someone says that over there is blue, we all learn that over there it will be blue. But if someone comes along, so that's your alternative or your complementary, says, oh no, actually it's pink. Oh no, it's blue. 7 years. 7 years I spent studying this illness or disease. And it's blue. Well, I think it's pink.
Yeah.
So knowledge is key for the self. Healing, mind, body, spirituality, and emotion. So yeah.
So yeah, but definitely awareness about how the people around you respond to that healing journey that you wish to go on. So getting into kind of the nitty-gritty, if you like, of the practical, the nitty-gritty. I like that word, nitty-gritty. On I suppose that'd be recognizing what's going on in your physical body and the practical stuff you can do to heal your body. Yeah.
The first point of call is whenever you get a movement in what you're observing and what you're feeling, it is always energy. So that's where you always come to. Energy is effects, energy. Then you can say, well, what is that? What's that energy? Once you can do that, then knowledge, yeah, it's good, but we can work on that basis of, well, that energy is affecting that energy. So an example of that would be, I've got a cold. Well, we know that a cold is a virus, that's a form of energy, is coming to the physical body, energy, and the body is fighting it. So all those symptoms that you get with a cold, for example, which would be the same for cancer, HIV, etc., 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 would just be one energy affecting another energy, or activating the energy in another energy. So in our bodies, it's usually the symptoms of the body fighting.
Yeah.
So that's the first thing that will. Now, rather than being scared to death, we can just go, breath, occultism, Satanism, magic and reason. Well, that's energy. What's that? Then you can apply those emotions. So then you can apply mind, body, spirit, and emotions to it. So is it mind? Is it body? Is it emotions? Is it whatever? And then from that, you can do it holistically. So you know it's going to be all an aspect of the body.
Yeah. So you were talking there about breathing. So I didn't actually put that down on my list. Breath. Very important. I didn't write it down. So I think the way you see your physical body is an important aspect, and how you experience your physical body. Yeah. I think a lot of us, I don't think I know of anyone who has grown up and not had some kind of body issue. Yeah. For me, it was many things. My nose, my arse, everything, was an issue. And it creates this whole, they call it body dysmorphia. And it's the way your mind is completely disjointed from how you actually physically look. And that can cause a lot of, issues in the body, which is, quite, when you think how powerful that is amazing. And when you flip it around and you actually realize that force could be used for good, that's where the healing is. Yeah. So how you see your physical body, so that can be challenging to sit down and actually, go through that list and, find ways to break through that, because it is that programming, it's that conditioning that we've had, usually since, childhood, to be honest. And that affects, how you see your body, affects how you experience your body, for example. I mean, have you got any examples around that? How you see your body is how you experience it. Your personal examples of that.
Yeah. Well, the first point of call is none of how you see your body is you.
Yeah.
You when you're very young, you don't criticize, when you're 3 or 4, 5, 6. It's only until you start to experience other people. They point out, you're not quite as tall as what the average person is. Or your hair, you don't have the right, you don't speak like that.
Yeah.
The skin's not the right colour, or or you're a woman, or we don't quite wear the right clothes. Your trainer's not very expensive. all these things are connected to the body. So your self-esteem begins to lower and lower and lower from a very early age.
Hi, Liz.
These are all teenage things. So that's my first one of thought. None of this is you. It's all programmed or installed or whatever word sits right from other people. And then it's your inner self, how it reacts to it.
Yeah, absolutely. And if you've been beaten down for long enough, then, you know, you're going to take all that on board. And there's no doubt in my mind that then manifests as some kind of dis-ease in the body, yeah? Which you then have to kind of go back and oh, God, heal it, yeah?
So picking up on that point, even the word disease is a programmed word, spell, a word of magic. It has power. It can connect with you as a person. So if you have disease or you call it disease, it's irrelevant. Because disease doesn't call itself disease. It just is. It's just what it does. Yeah. So when you label something, oh, it's disease, and there's all this knowledge of power, and the magician's work behind it, and brings that in. So you've got HIV, you've got cancer, you've got a cold, you've got a headache. This is the reason why. And then all that power comes in to control and manipulate you in the direction of, there are the corporate companies.
Oh yeah, big pharma,
to
definitely.
Control you in
money. It's all
the
money.
direction they want you to be insular, so that can be on different levels physically. We're talking about the physical.
Yeah.
So I'm insular, so I'm part of the family. So we can't step outside of the family because the family says this is what we should do.
Can you go closer to your mic?
We can't step out of the country because this is what the country says. We can't step out of that.
Yeah.
So the physical body is in tremendous confusion as to trying to uphold these different labels. So in my case, you know, I'm so-called English. Yeah, I'm so-called part of the New Brunswick family. I'm so-called part of the world. And in fact, none of that is true. I'm a form of energy existing within a form of energy, and that's it.
Don't forget to sit forward when you're talking, yeah?
I feel like that's school. Isn't it sweet? Since the golden, go to the corner of this.
There's something weird going on here with my screen. Hold on. There we go.
My screen is fine.
Yes, I know your screen is fine. Yes, I can see you. Don't worry. So what connects to how you experience your body is how you experience pain, which is obviously, you know, the body's way of saying, something's not right here. And it pokes you. Pokes you. Yeah. It goes, oh my God, 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 I'm going to die. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And it keeps doing that.
And even with our children. Oh my God, what is it?
It is. It's pain. It's like this little child who keeps tugging on your skirt. You know, it's like,
And with children as well. Like, you know, what is done, what is done? And you have to go right back to where they actually hurt their knee or their elbow or whatever it might be. And you go, well, you fell over, so obviously your knee was hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
So yeah, pain is a really interesting thing. Yeah.
As a parent.
Oh. Pain is a very interesting thing because you can only ever have pain in one place in the body at any one time. What, you say? Yep. If you get a pain in your body, and then you get another pain in your body, just be aware that that first pain is gone before the other pain kicks in. the body can only register one pain in the body at a time. So what does that say? That it moves around, yeah? It moves around the body. It's like, oh yeah, I'm going to go over here today. And then it goes, oh no, actually, I don't like that. I'm going to go over here instead. It's really interesting, yeah? And what is even more interesting is that if you give it no attention, it's like a small child. You don't give it the attention when it's screaming at you, it shuts up. So the pain goes, oh, okay then. I'm not getting any attention now. Oh, well, I'm going to go over there. I'm going to be quiet. It is mad. It is really bonkers how it works, yeah.
And night and day also affects it. So at night, pain is magnetised.
Magnified.
Yeah.
Might be magnetised,
No,
but it's definitely magnified.
I went on grimly. And then in the daytime, because you're busy and you're keeping your mind focused, that's why we link that to the mind. So if you focus it on something, it predicts what the pain is saying. But at night, because you're laying, it doesn't matter.
Well, everything is magnified at night. It's like in the quiet of the dark, everything becomes huge. So your mind goes, which can then create pain, and it's fascinating. Fascinating. And the other thing about pain, which I found, is it's very well. There's other people's reactions to if you're having pain. So I don't get it so much anymore. But I used to get random pains that used to a lot of it was sciatic. And people used to say to me, "Oh, you need to go to the doctors with that." I'm like, no, I'm not going to the doctors. It's just the pain. That's all. But people get so, it's like, oh, they're so attached to pain and doctors. It's like, well, we have intelligence of our own. It's just a pain. It's not, it's not anything but, a little piece of energy in the body, tapping, going, oi. And it's usually around, I'd call it energy blocks. So if the energy is not moving, because, we are energy, the energy is not flowing through the body in this way, then, it hits a little block, and it causes a build-up of energy, which then becomes, the brain registers as a piece of pain. That's kind of how I see it. Look at it like a pipe, water pipe. If you have a block, it backs up, doesn't it? And then maybe the pipe bursts. And that's the pain, whether it's a throbby pain, a stabby pain, like a nerve pain. It's a blocked energy. That's how I see it.
Well, energy goes where attention flows.
Well, hey. Absolutely. So, and if you give it loads of attention, it gets bigger. Yeah. There are ways to. For me, it's usually when it gets to the point where a pain will stop me doing something. So that could be that I haven't been listening to my body telling me to slow down, but it can also be something that's moving in the body that registers as a pain. But either way, you can actually, through a meditative state that's kind of more delta wave than theta wave, brainwave state, you can go inside your body, see what the problem is, and tell it to stop it. Literally, tell it to stop it, tell it to, sort itself out, and it will do it, and the pain will stop.
So put the esoteric side over the layer what you just said, which is fantastic. It's your will.
Your formidable will.
Very important.
Where are you going?
Oh, just need to top of my drink.
Oh.
Can I be excused for the toilet?
Yes, you may go to the toilet. Oh dear. Yeah, so your relationship with pain, I think changing your relationship with pain. Smurf, you can't go that way. Come round this way, darling. Come here. So changing your relationship with pain, I think, is another key thing. Yeah, because I think we've all experienced, you know, pain that is like just takes your breath away. But when it takes your breath away, the thing you need to do is breathe. Yeah, because that was one of the things I was going to talk about, the actual practical stuff you can do around.
Well, we said the first one, when
body.
you get that tremendous pain that we're talking about, you bring it back to, because none of us are professors, so we can't actually put some sort of really intellectual wording on it. So you can't say it's the Ellipson disease. We have to say, okay, what is that?
Yeah.
So it's a form of energy. Whenever anything manifests, it's using energy. So if it's affecting your body, that form of energy is then affecting your energy.
Yeah.
And that's the first one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was just going to talk about the breath. So it's something you can do wherever you are. You don't need any tools to do it. Yeah. Your body knows how to do it. All you are doing when you're using the breath to bring your whole being into a state of balance is breathing. And it's around the exhale where that relaxation happens. Yeah. So if you're doing our courses, you'll know I talk about the 4-4-8 breath. Yeah. It's a great way to ground, to energize, and it also just calms everything down. The reason being is that the exhale is longer than the inhale. So you breathe in for 4, hold for 4, breathe out for 8. So doubling the exhale, doubling the length of the exhale to the inhale will bring everything back to that very calm, very centered state where you can then move forward. Yeah. I've suffered with panic attacks in the past where I'd get dizzy, the floor would move and I'd have to sit down. And the thing I used to find back then, this was, oh my goodness, 20 years ago, what I used to find so difficult was breathing, was controlling my breath. Yeah. But it's the one thing I discovered that actually completely brings everything back to that very calm and centered state. Yeah.
The proof
So
of that is
breath.
the proof of that is when in childhood we use breath.
Absolutely.
And also, the other proof of that is in like when you're in shock, they make you breathe
into a paper bag. I'm not sure what the paper bag's all about, but yeah, they do breathe back
some
to
little
the
sweets in the bottom.
Oh, there's little sweets in the bottom.
When I do my panic attack,
I'm going to eat some sweets. Oh my goodness. That's
rhubarb
funny.
and custard.
Rhubarbs and custard. Rhubarbs and
That's my
custard are
favourite.
very cool. So other practical things you
The
can
thing
do.
about rhubarb and custard sweet, completely lost.
Yeah. Right. So breath. That's one thing. It's just, when you're kind of in the middle of something. Yeah. Like breath. Yeah. That's the first thing. The second thing would be to if you're walking somewhere, slow down your walking so it becomes the actual act of walking becomes a meditation. That can be difficult if you're going, down a high street. So maybe take yourself off to the side.
Only because it would look a bit odd.
And people don't like it. We experiment with that quite often when we're in London, or Glastonbury was an amazing place to do that. Because the energy there in Glastonbury is very heavy. So we found if we completely slowed down our walking, it lifted that heavy energy. But people don't like it. People do not like it when you walk slowly, because they're like, oh my God, I've got to go here, and I've got to go there, and I've got to do this, I've got to do this. It's like, oh my God. Stop.
The thing is that we're coming from, so we take the holographic universe as a literal thing. So like any video tape, you can slow it down. And if you slow a video tape, you tend to slow a video tape down when you miss something. Oh, I didn't quite catch what they said, or didn't quite see what that was. So we slow it right down.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're doing. We're having a panic attack or something like that. We're slowing right down. Just like, okay, we need to just look at this.
Pardon me. Yes, yeah, it's like the video.
Practical? I want to be as helpful as practical as possible.
So yeah, slowing the videotape right down is amazing. So you can do that with your walking. Yeah.
But you can only do that if you say the holographic universe is a literal thing. Otherwise it just concept involved.
Oh dear, you're funny. Okay, so other practical things you can do. I love my gym ball, yeah, and I don't use it to, for what it's intended for. A gym ball is amazing for getting yourself out of that. How would I describe that? It's like a victim state when you are being suppressed by pain and that kind of out of control feeling you get when you are in that space, yeah. And what's really cool about a gym ball, I don't know if any of you like really enjoyed jumping up and down in your mum's bed when you were a kid, yeah, because it would just go, everything would just, and you were laughing and it was brilliant. You felt like you were flying. Well, a gym ball does the same thing, yeah. It's a great way to release endorphins. It gets you moving your body, which is a really important thing. But it doesn't involve having to go out and do some sport, or, if you don't want to go out walking, for example, you can use your gym ball to get your body moving, yeah. And it is fun. So put on your favourite music and, bounce around on a gym ball. It is, seriously, try it, because it is amazing. And dance as well. Moving your body. So it's, moving the body in a way that you enjoy. So walking meditation, using a gym ball, dancing, all those things, even, yoga, if you want to go into it more. Because you're moving the body, it kind of distracts the mind from, the what would you call that? The energy of, pain or dis-ease or any of those things. Even camping. If you go camping and you do it properly, it's a physical experience, without question. There's some strange little putt-putt outside. Camping, is a very physical experience, because you're sleeping on the floor. If you're in small tents, there's a lot of, you're not standing up straight. It's very physically demanding. So, and that's another way to distract your body and your mind from anything else that might be going on.
Also, any of the tools that you get, or that you know, outside of this recording, always can take a little bit of energy. We might call it work, but it's going to take a little bit of energy.
Absolutely, definitely.
Which would be
pardon me. What'd you say? Sorry, I burped.
Which would be probably on everything.
Yeah, definitely. Because if you're, you know, any kind of change takes effort. It's the nature of the universe. Something won't change unless there is movement. You know, if things stay static, then they're not going to change. So it takes that little bit of energy to move towards where you want to get to. Whether that's something you're trying to manifest, whether that's good health, whether that's bringing in more money, whatever that is, there has to be some kind of movement to facilitate that change. Yeah. Another really good way to for self-healing in the physical body is what you eat. And we've watched a lot of documentaries around it, and we've heard from people as well. I know people who have had chronic disease in their body, different kinds, for years. They've gone vegan and they're off the meds. They're healthy again. And it never ceases to amaze me how powerful the food, the drink that you put inside your body, how it affects it. It is just amazing. Yeah.
Well, it's energy, isn't it?
It is. It's energy. It's one of the things we're going to talk about in depth in our big course. But just know for now that it's all energy. So if you're putting energy of dead things, dead, rotting things in your body, that's what it's going to feel like, and that's what will manifest in your body. If you're putting into your body the vibration of, the sun, which is essentially what fruit and vegetables are, it's the vibration of the sun, that is what will manifest in your body. It is that. That's
also, we're talking about the body, so it's what the body says as well.
Yeah.
So the body will go, I don't like this. It's going to make you feel rough.
Yeah.
There you go. You can be sick now.
Yeah.
It ejects it.
Yeah, it gets rid of it. One way or the other. One end or the other. It will get rid of it.
So I might override it because I'm feeling a bit nauseous, but it brings it down a little bit. So it's like, it's not panic. You need to go to the toilet to sit.
Yeah.
Just sit where you got. But it brings, it's nausea. So, a little bit, and then eventually when that food passes through, or that experience, whatever it might be, from the energy, it then takes it down another option. So it's passed. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can override it, but the body will go, no, like that. Just get rid of it, eject it, and also it will make you feel a bit rough.
Yeah, definitely. And heavy. There's usually a heaviness that comes with that as well. Whereas, if you don't want to call it vegan, don't call it vegan. Call it plant-based. Call it a raw food diet. If the word vegan doesn't resonate with you, call it something else that does, and do it.
The thing about so when we started this conversation off was about energy affects energy. So if you take that literally, which I do, if you're putting an animal that doesn't consent into your body, that's going to bring a form of energy. So there is an argument for how that animal's raised and then slaughtered. There is an argument for that. However, with the factory farming of animals, it is so insidious, it is so horrific that as beings of awareness or energy, we have to take that forward. We can't just ignore it and say, well, that, I'll do everything else, but I'll ignore that bit.
Yeah. Because that's intrinsic to, how you are feeding your body, in your mind, your soul, all that stuff. And it's funny because I did yoga for years and years and years before I even went I went veggie for about 6 months to a year before I went vegan completely. And I had dabbled with it over the years, But, in yoga practice, they talk about the 8 arms of yoga and ahimsa, which is non-violence. So that's across the board non-violence, yeah? So it's not just to yourself and other people, that's to, animals, everything. So the way they talk about that vibrationally is at least go vegetarian, if not vegan. And I resisted that for years. That's how I would dabble here and there. But I was like, no. I resisted it for such a long time. And what's amazing is when you finally say, okay, this is actually, it makes sense. It brings with it, how would I describe that? It's liberating, yeah. And I thought I would find it restricting. It's not. It's liberating. That's what I found. I don't know about you, Ian, because you went vegetarian when you were quite young, didn't you?
Mm.
Did you find it liberating, or was it quite restricting at the time?
No, I found it liberating. I think with what you put inside your body, I think there's more awareness there. So you're working on different fronts. So it's a really low form of sensibleness, if you can.
Sensibleness? Is that even a word?
So, if I eat an apple and I'm allergic to apples, I'm not going to eat an apple.
Yeah.
Because it will have an energy which will then manifest within my body and I'll have an experience. So it might buzz my throat up, which I don't want. So I don't eat the animal.
Yeah.
So don't eat the apple.
Yeah.
So it's just that awareness of what you are putting in your body, how that energy is going to affect your energy. I really don't see it as something to get into with mainstream fashion.
Yeah.
It's what you put in your body and going to try and make that energy benefit your energy.
Yeah.
And it's great, like pollution, for example. I can't move from London, so I can't go, well, I'm not breathing that air because I don't want to. I have to breathe the air for my body, whether it's polluted or not. I live right next to the M25.
M25, yeah.
So I don't have that choice unless I physically move.
Yeah. Which
is not going to happen right this second.
Soon, though. Food is a big thing as well for healing the physical body.
Oh, there is an argument for that when you take. So this would help meat eaters, not that I advocate it, but this will help. Is that when you put an energy in your body, your mind is your will, that happens, that you can change the molecular structure of the nourishment of what you're eating, whether it's meat, plants, whatever. That's how powerful your mind is, and you can actually do that. But you'd have to do that.
Well, you'd have to do that all the time, because unfortunately, because we have very long guts, we have long intestines, whereas a tiger, for example, has a very short intestine, so it goes in and it comes out the other end very quickly. We don't. We have a very long intestine, which is an indicator that we are not designed to eat meat, because it sits in the intestines. And I used to take great pleasure when I was about 19 or 20 in telling everyone this, that the meat sits in your intestines and rots, basically. Yeah. It's a disgusting thought, I have to say. And I used to get bawled out for telling that to people when I was younger.
So what I would say is a practical tool is to have a start place. So all your start basically is recognizing what you're putting into your body.
Yeah, definitely. Being educating yourself. as to what it is. I mean, I've been reading labels on food for donkey's years now. And it's like, the general rule of thumb, if you can't pronounce it, don't eat it. Because, oh my God, some of the stuff they put in your food is disgusting. And, you know, they wouldn't actually feed it to animals. So, oh, there was one other thing, because we've got 10 minutes before we're going to throw it open to anyone with any questions. There's a little thing you can do which kind of tunes you in to your body and what it's doing. Some of you might already do this kind of stuff. When you are in meditation, and this does involve sitting quietly, you know, that's not all that meditation is, but this particular thing does involve, you know, and you can do this before you go to sleep at night, just listening to, just listening to your body, yeah, and kind of expanding your awareness to where the physical boundaries of your body are. So it's like you become aware of how much space your body takes up, for example, and then bring that in to what's happening in my body right now. So it might be digesting food, it might be creating gas, it might be just the rise and fall of your belly as you breathe and your lungs expand, contract. It could be, you know, ooh, what's going on in my head right now? It could be, you know, you've got an itchy foot, you know. But just bringing that awareness into your body so you tune into it. And doing that on a regular basis will help you listen to what it's actually saying, not what your mind is saying about your body, which is two different things, because the body has an intelligence all of itself. The heart has intelligence. The stomach and the intestines have intelligence. Because here's a really cool thing. When a baby develops, one of the first things to be, what's the word I'm looking for? Word. The first thing to start growing, to start forming in the fetus is the stomach. Even before the heart, the stomach is the first thing which starts to develop. So it has this incredible intelligence all of itself. So people talk about, you know, you've probably felt this yourself, you've talked about it, you know, that gut feeling. That's why, because that is, you know, that's your first port of call, if you like. Yeah. So, yeah, when you can, if you can, try and do that. Listen to your body, and you will start to have a more positive relationship with your body, in that sense, your physical body, when you train yourself to listen to it. Yeah. And it is quite strange, because you feel things moving through your body, but at the same time it's amazing, and it gives you a deeper appreciation, I think, of the physical body, because we tend to think the physical body is, you know, it's not the soul and it's not this. Well, actually the whole thing is divine. It's not just your soul that is divine, your whole being is. The physical body, you know, your emotions, your soul, you know, it's all divine. Yeah. So it's important to listen to it all.
So my thing would be to start this journey, because it's a journey of self-healing, and then expanding that out to other forms of energy and to surrounding the world. So my start point is to start having a love affair with yourself, to fall in love with yourself, and what resonates with you, what things you love doing. So you get a passion for, yes, you know, whatever it is that you love doing, and then going and doing those things.
Definitely.
So that would be my start point for self-healing. But it is a practice.
Absolutely. You know, and if that involves, yeah, self-discipline, yeah, if that involves, you know, taking amazingly long baths and reading in the bath, then do it. You know.
Well, the thing is, that's the thing. We're always looking for love outside.
Yeah.
And then we go,
It's
well,
in
you know,
here.
actually, you know, I'm a bit sexy or so intelligent. You should get in front of the mirror and really give yourself the most amazing.
Big yourself up, absolutely, in front of the mirror.
What are you talking about? What was you talking about? You didn't love yourself? Your nose?
Oh, lots of things, but my nose was a big issue for me.
Yeah, you can say you've got the most. I know it sounds silly, but it's got such a powerful effect if you do it on a regular basis. Because that's what you would do for other people. You've got to love your nose. Why can't you do it for yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
I love your eyes.
Scratching my nose.
So that's where I start the self-healing journey and do it.
Yeah.
Because so you have that thought, we get to being good and being bad. So that's the simplest version of what you're experiencing. Do you feel good or do you feel bad? So you have that thought. So a thought comes up. I don't look good in what I'm wearing.
Yeah.
So that's going to make you feel bad.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to then.
Stay down. Stay down. Stay down.
I think that's Liz's puppy. Oh, bless.
Stay down.
So you,
Stay down. Hey. Yeah.
So
Oh my goodness.
Logical thinking says, well, why am I making myself feel really bad?
Yeah.
All right, you might change. No, but do it. Logical reason. Say, well, actually, I need to wear different colours. No, the vibration there, the energy's not quite.
Hi. No.
But there's no way to make yourself feel bad. Yeah. So, and then it's action. So take action. So the action is do some yoga. Do something really fun with your kids, something, whatever it might be, take action. I think it. Don't stay in the thought.
Yeah.
So I get that thought. The next thing is take action. And then the nice bit is
I thought they're sitting where it's me.
And those three things are all connected to the body. So fall in love with yourself, have good thoughts, take action, and then do it again.
What do you think this is? Okay, I guess that's what he thinks this is.
It's giving advice. I've got that. Run around the house.
Run around the house, yes. Was there anything else?
Tell you about the biting.
There was. Who's biting who, Liz?
It is me.
Laughter. Obviously, laughter. Yeah, is so important. Yeah, I went to in spiritualist church with them last night because I've been told to. Went in a meditation. They told me to go, and I got 3 different types of messages. I got a physical message from somebody about the kind of battle we're going on with the moment with my son's disability, and then there was actually 4 messages. There was an actual physical message from a medium, and then there was another message from another medium after the meeting. And I also saw a spirally smoke. I don't know what you call that. Presence, apparition. Don't know what you call that. So I got 4, actually 4 messages last night. So I was right. I listened to my guides, and I did as I was told, and I got 4 messages. Why was I saying that? Laughter. I tell you something, and I've never known that this spiritualist group to be like laughing so much. Yeah, right at the beginning, it was like everyone was laughing and being silly and fooling around, and it was so nice because it was really hot. We'd been on a really hot train and walked up a really horrible hill to get there. We were hungry, and but it was laughter. The laughter in there was just lifted everybody, yeah? Laughter is key. Laughter is key. Hi, Wendy. Sorry?
Oh, sure.
Yeah, so laughter. Laughter is so important because it affects your physical body in ways, you know, it hurts, and you know, you get endorphins. Hi, Wendy. So laughter is amazing. Yeah. And there was something else. There was something you were talking about, Ian, and I picked up on it, and now I've forgotten what it was.
What do you think about that? I'll say a little bit more about laughter. The thing about laughter is that it's in the letting go, so it's the unraveling. So in occultism, we recognise that trying to get someone on that path of unraveling in all your aspects, which is something we get into.
Sit forward a bit.
It's sorry, this. Sorry, this. So in occultism, we talk about unraveling. So, oscillating. I'm going to get one with boss man. So in occultism, to get the laughter, you've got to unravel. So once you unravel the seriousness of different aspects of your person, when it's personal, it's very serious. It's trying to think, for example, outside, that could be very serious. Or,
yeah.
You know, someone died. That's what, you know, someone, my arm died. Hurt. You know, there are certain times when, you know, you kind of.
Well, it's looked at as a little bit, you know, inappropriate to laugh.
So,
death and things.
Once you unravel those aspects of society and how we see it, then laughter can come because I call it black humour, but well, they call it a cosmic joke. That's what I call it. It is a bit of a cosmic joke. So it is hilarious. It's getting to that place. So it isn't right from your beginning journey of self-healing. It kind of comes later. There's always something as a breath. So you do the breath, but we also do the laughter. And if you've got a certain humour, it's hard to find what your humour is and what makes you laugh.
Yeah.
And that's really difficult to do. But you kind of have to identify what that is. It's usually in the letting go and letting yourself laugh at something. And what I recommend as a tool is everybody spend at least one day as a very serious person.
Talking like this, being very serious.
Yeah. And then the following day,
oh dear, I can't do that.
Spend that day just serious thing.
Yeah.
Spend the whole day being very serious. Don't smile. Don't laugh at anything. Be very serious with people.
That's weird.
And then
go through a whole day and not smile.
Right. And then on the following day, spend that whole day being the clown, laughing, whining, and just have a look at that and see what that feels like as that unraveling.
Yeah, an experiment. Yeah. That was, I remember what it was. I was going to talk about colour because that's the other way you can affect your physical body, through colour. He's disappeared again. He keeps getting up and disappearing. So, you know, from the actual physical clothes you wear to the colours of those clothes can affect your body. Wearing something red. I was going to say red dress, but if there are any guys watching this, they might not want to wear a red dress. So wearing the colour red, for example, can invoke a certain response in your body and in your mind and your emotions. Yeah. I'm wearing white today, so that for me brings a particular experience. Yeah, absolutely. And you know, you can structure that, or you can go with what you feel you want to wear on any one particular day. And that's in the listening. That's in the listening to your physical body. Yeah. I'm listening to my physical body. My feet are really hot, so I've got to move them. My feet don't like being hot. They hate it. Water. That was the other thing. And crystals. That was the other thing. I knew there was something else. So using crystals, actually placing them on your physical body, strapping them to your physical body pain is amazing. Yeah, they are quite incredible beings, crystals. You know that because I'm always talking about crystals. So use crystals on your physical body. Pardon me. And what was the other thing? I had something else then. I've forgotten what it was. Oh my God. Crystals, colour.
Water.
Water, that was it. Because we are a huge percentage, I think it's something like 75 or 80% water. So you need to top that up. Yeah, your physical body is affected when you do not drink enough water. And I'm not talking tea or coffee or some kind of weird drink with lots of chemicals in it. And I include alcohol in that as well. I'm talking water. Yeah, and if you don't like tap water, what you can do is either have crystals in it, which changes the texture and sometimes the flavour, or you can squeeze a bit of lime juice, and I mean proper, like actual from the fruit, or lemon or orange in it, to just give it a different flavour. Yeah, water is, and I was as guilty as anyone not drinking enough water. But what this hot weather has taught me, and also watching Henry, because he drinks a lot of water anyway, but during this hot weather, because of his autism, he finds it then difficult to, increase that, because he had a set amount of glasses he drink a day. So then, you have to keep nagging him to drink more water until he finally gets that in. Yeah. So it's interesting to watch that journey for him, but also for myself. If I'm not drinking water while it's this hot, I'm not drinking water through the whole day. Oh my God, I feel really crappy. Yeah, really horrible. Yeah. So again, listen to your body. Yeah. Another little journey that I've been going on now for nearly a year and a half is stopping drinking alcohol. There were different reasons around that, but the main one was I'd stopped liking how it felt when it was in my body. So I was listening to my body. I was listening to the feedback it was giving me, and thought, no, I don't want to do that anymore. And people, my friends, are really surprised. Oh, still not drinking? No. And to be honest, what's incredible for me is that the longer I go without a drink, the less likely I am going to be to have a drink, because I do not want the hangover. So that puts me right off. So yeah, it's amazing. Oh, lime juice, Wendy. Yeah, lime and lemon is quite amazing. For me, it's lemon. I love limes as well, but for me, it's lemon because it's around the heart, which is something, I don't know if that's a Leo thing or if it's just in my physiology, but the heart. So for me, it's lemon juice is really important to take that. Yeah, fresh limes. We love fresh lime and lemon. Right. So oh, sorry.
I just want to finish on how we started, which is the self-healing begins with the self. You are the only person who can do any healing for yourself.
Yeah.
Through thought, action, outcome, and experience. Other people may join you on your journey, but they cannot kill you. You must do this through your own discoveries on your journey of healing.
Yeah, definitely. So to begin your healing journey, yeah, we've got a few books here that I just want to talk about, and then we're going to throw it open to a video chat, for any questions that you have. So this one was the first book that I ever encountered around healing yourself. Yeah, amazing book. What I loved about this is that Louise actually goes through different parts of the body and gives you affirmations, you know, for example, wrists. So if you have issues, you know, any kind of pain or something around the wrist represents movement and ease, yeah. When you think all the bones that are in your wrist, yeah. So, and then she gives you an affirmation to help to get through that and to heal it. So I handle all my experiences with wisdom, with love, and with ease, yeah. So you take that. So affirmation is, you know, amazing. But we'll go more into affirmations when we do the lesson on the mind.
That book is in audio as well.
Sorry?
That book is in audio, isn't it?
Yeah, it comes in an audio book as well. So definitely go and grab it. If you haven't got a copy, definitely go and grab a copy. This book, I think it was Laurie, someone in the group talked about this book during one of our Facebook Lives. So I went out and got it straight away. Yeah. And I've just had a little look through it, and it is written, you know, in a very easy to read way. It gives practical stuff that you can do. So, for example, issues around the mouth, lack of understanding, closed mind, limited ideas, having a bad attitude, saying things that are hurtful to others, criticizing, judging, spreading rumors, gossiping, worrying too much, and not loving or nurturing yourself enough, eating unhealthy food, self-hatred. So that's just a few things around the mouth. And then it gives you, you know, examples of things you can do to help heal that particular energy in your body. So yeah, that is a really good book. Thank you to whoever brought that up in the group. I can't remember who it was. It might have been Laurie, but I can't remember. And then we have some books that go a little bit deeper. This one, which I think you'd have to look on eBay for this, because on Amazon it's like £200, which can't be right. I don't know how much this was, Ian, when you bought it. The Key to Self-Liberation by Christiane Bierland, German name.
She was working on
£33 this was, but I would go to eBay or like bookstores, like esoteric bookstores, to look for this one. Yeah, don't go on Amazon because it's just ridiculously priced at the moment. And that goes really deeply into the whys and wherefores. Yeah, so this book presses buttons. That's why it's got a big yellow button on the front. And then we've got some others. Now, these two books go together. Now, this lady is amazing. Yeah, Dr. Laurie M. Poe. Amazing book. Yeah, and this one kind of goes with it because this was one of her students. Whoops, super beings. Yeah, and that is all about taking back your power in a really big way. This one kind of gives you secrets, yeah, keys to mystic wisdom for richer living. Says it all really on the cover, doesn't it? So those two are kind of go together. Yeah, you see those two. You can see those two. And then this one, I haven't read this one. Ian's read this one.
That's more practical.
So this is more practical stuff. Yeah, The Cure for All Diseases, with many exclusive case histories, and that is by Dr. Hulda Rega Clark. Yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. That's how I'm saying it anyway. And it's called The Cure for All Diseases.
It gets into, she's a doctor, she gets into alternative ideas for diseases, how to remove them with frequency, for example.
Yeah, that's it. You know, we're sound healers, so we're big on frequency, sound, vibration to heal the physical body.
I mean, we won't get into it today, but we'll do this further. But we've got other, you know, like frequency machines. We've got like our matches, for example, which is a frequency.
Yeah, that'd
What
be,
exactly
we'll
is.
go more into frequency and stuff in the big course because it is such a vast subject. So there's a few books there. I mean, if you know of any other books, you know, that you've used, come across on your, you know, on your journey, definitely, when I post this in the group, definitely, because it's going to be in the learning units part, definitely include any books that you've come across on your journey. Definitely include those in the comments, yeah, because the more we share this to people, you know, the more coverage we'll get, for want of a better word, yeah. Okay, so I want to throw it open to questions. So if you want to unmute yourself and unmute your video thing, whatever that is, uncross the video, because, you know, we want to take questions, any questions people have around self-healing. Hey, Wendy.
How you doing?
Yeah, we're good. How are you today?
Good.
Bad.
Oh, not too bad, thanks.
Good. How's the garden?
It's good. Bud was just out there weeding, and I weeded yesterday, so we cleaned it up a bit.
Oh, cool. Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, Wendy. Joanna, Liz, are you there? Are you? Do you have any questions? We're gonna get started on any questions. So, Wendy, did you want to share anything around self-healing or ask anything?
Yeah, I just listen to my body, and I've read a few books as you have walking through life. We of course, like you, we're vegan, and we shop mostly at health food stores. And like right now, I'm having my tea. It's just lemon ginger tea. It's totally pure. There's no crap in it.
Yeah.
And one other name I would like to throw out there is Dr. Christiane Northrup. And I'll write it in the comments too.
Yeah.
She's put out several books on health. She is a doctor, but she does believe in natural healing as well. And she's put out a lot of stuff for the mature woman.
Oh, right.
On health. You know, going through menopause and stuff like that. Yeah. Yeah. And I use my herbs for that. Like when I went through the menopause, I used like red clover and evening primrose and stuff like that. There are some great herbal remedies and stuff out there, so people want to check that out when they're getting older.
Yeah.
You know, and yeah.
Cool.
Because it does help.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I mean, herbs are, you know, just so amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
you keep the health.
Sorry?
You keep the healthy herbs going. You keep the healthy herbs going in, and they do make a difference. Like anyone who's 50 or over should be taking ginkgo biloba, for instance. It helps the circulation and everything. Helps prevent all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
that becomes a problem when you're older. Yeah,
absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, did you have any questions, Wendy, around self-healing? Is there anything you've ever come up against that, you know, you couldn't deal with?
I think that self-love is the main thing. Like, you have to care about yourself and nurture yourself.
Yeah.
And I know that in the region where I live, a lot of people think that there's something selfish about doing that, about looking after yourself. But you can't look after others properly unless you do, you know. So it has to start with you.
Yeah.
You have to look after yourself first, and when you can do that, and when you're tip top, then you're just naturally better when it comes to looking after others.
Absolutely.
So it's not selfish at all.
No. And I think I think as children that's a big thing. You know, don't be so selfish. Stop being selfish. You know, think of everyone else before yourself, and you know, to actually break that could be really challenging.
Yeah, it's hard to break that conditioning. It is. That's the hardest part, actually.
And I think,
but if you can get through that.
Yeah, definitely. I think for me it was when Henry was born, because I realised that unless I actually sorted myself out, I was just going to pass all my crap onto him.
Yeah.
So didn't have a choice, you know.
That's
I had to do it.
You have to do the self-nurturing, and then you've got that nurture for others.
Absolutely.
People have to society needs to sort of change its view of that, because
big time.
You hear so much of people saying, well, I don't have time for myself because I give it all to others. And it's like, well, you know what? You don't need to martyr yourself that way. You know, take the time for yourself first, and then looking after others just comes so much more easier.
There's nothing divine about self-sacrifice. There's nothing divine about
No, there isn't. No, there isn't.
It's like that thing about when I said to people, you know, a really good exercise is gardening. And they would say, well, I don't have a garden. I say, well, go and work in someone else's garden. Just appear in it.
Yeah, we have a community garden here. If you don't have a community garden, get together with a few neighbors and make a community garden.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. This one, we walked past one last night, didn't we, on the way back from Ian's Spiritualist Church, next to the rail station. There's this amazing community garden, and people are just wandering around it. And I don't know if you can randomly pick stuff. I don't know. Don't know if that's allowed.
There isn't a spirit like.
Well, I think you got to have rules, or you're going to have conflict. But you know, so you have rules that are fair, and if everybody follows them, it's good.
Yeah, I think where it is, it's such a public place. What I've always observed is everybody respects them. It's quite a rough area. So.
Yeah, but there's this respect for this little garden.
Absolutely. And it's right on the station.
Yeah.
On the station.
So yeah, it's very, very cool.
But any questions?
Joanna, did you have any questions or anything you want to share around self-healing?
I just started learning about self-healing, and usually I go inside with aromatherapy and herbs.
Yeah.
But now I start looking for information about how can I heal paralysis. It's going about Susanna.
Yeah.
Because she has hemiplegia. This is left side. This is paralysis.
Yeah.
Made by brain injury. That's, you know, we lost hope that her hand and her legs come back to the normal condition. I start looking for something different, because we finished physiotherapy, we finished OT therapy. They are said that nothing more to do.
Yeah.
That's now I start looking for information about paralysis. And I just wonder about healing children, how learn children how to self-heal, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. Well, Ian, you're the resident healer here.
I'm not sure about the first one. Saying what someone had stroke.
Was it a stroke that Susie had?
Yeah, she had stroke. She had AV malformation. It was like abnormal vein.
Yeah.
Which one made hemorrhage.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah.
And this hemorrhage was put out and made internal bleeding.
Is that a child?
Yeah.
Yeah, she was 6 years old.
That again?
She was 6.
That's it.
Yeah.
6.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about the body is that bleed is for a reason. So that's hard to take. Valves and kind of thinking, why would that happen? Or how do you deal with it and all those things? But it would happen for a reason. So although that's maybe not necessarily the experience that we wanted to experience, this is from a spiritual perspective.
Yeah.
Unless she's having an experience. So it's kind of like you're going on this journey of healing with her. So I think what I would say around her personal healing is I wouldn't put any boundaries there. I wouldn't say it comes to an end just because there isn't any movement, etc., etc. If you have the understanding that this is a journey, something may come in, it could be Yeah, it could be working in a garden, it could be an animal, it could be new technology, it could be any form of energy that can come in that can make that different. Which is, I was going to say actually before we finish that one of the things that we will touch upon in healing and course and stuff is about disability and that kind of thing. So we haven't really spoken about cerebral palsy or spinal bifida and things like that, but we will actually address it, which a lot of people don't actually do that. So it's changing that thing. So it's a little bit like pain. We change our relationship with pain. So we say, okay, what is pain? Oh, what is that? So you're changing that relationship. So you don't have power. So with a child, there's a different kind of energy. There's the energy of empathy with the child. She's 6, yeah.
Yeah.
So that's she's quite young to have this experience. So that's kind of the unfairness.
Yeah.
However, it's that journey that's kind of bringing up those words of courage, determination to go on this journey with this young being to see where they go with it, and try different things. So, for example, go to healers. What resonates with you? You could get a healer to do something. And
Scrappy outside with his megaphone.
Yeah, I had the same.
Does that answer your question, Dana?
Yes, I will be trying different things, and I have to learn her how cooperate with pain, because she's little hysteric, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So I suppose the easiest way to manage that when she gets in that heightened state is to bring her to the breath and get her to breathe. Or the other way is to get her a gym ball and get her bouncing. Get her bouncing on the ball, if she can do that.
Yeah, she can.
Or with help, because that will bring her out of that hysterical. And it might even break the cycle of the pain and the reaction.
It's like all of us. When we bring some form of energy, we don't really know that person in that history. Then we've got that journey of learning about the person, so we can actually get them to self-heal. If they're not being truly honest, it's different with the 6-year-old, because the 6-year-old not necessarily going to bring that to the table. But nonetheless, it's still a journey of discovery with them. So as long as you're willing to go on that journey with them, you don't know what you can discover. And that's what's exciting. You have your low points, you have your high points, but you don't know where you can go with that, which is quite amazing. So you can work on things which, and I don't know your daughter, I don't know what kind of coherent, that she can speak, I don't know what disabilities are. So, if she can speak, she can develop a stronger will. If she has problems like with balance, she can do physiotherapy. If she's got problems, like if she has epilepsy, you can look at the environment, that's cooling her down, help you, especially in this hot weather. Brings on a lot of epileptic fits for people. So there's all those things. And keep a diary. I'll definitely say, keep a diary. If you find something that works, so to the lady in. And use it. And she will come up with things herself as well. But I don't know how, because I've worked with people who are very autistic, who are basically not here, just in physical. They don't talk, they don't communicate, to move around. So, but even when we're working in spinal bifida, people with spinal bifida, even working with those people, there's always something that you can find that helps them to move forward in their journey.
Yeah. And that could be music. That could be. Is this also that likes crystals?
Yes, she loves art as well.
Oh wow!
Oh.
Is the artist?
Yeah, she's very good with arts as well.
And that's an amazing healing skill as well. Art, it's an amazing healing.
One of the greatest forms of art, I think, in Cézanne, which is getting into your garden and paint it. It's an amazing thing. So get the paint set, get into the garden and paint it, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But yeah, being creative, whether it's gardening, planning the garden, because that's a creative process. But being creative is a force of energy in occultism that we believe is what magic is.
Well, yeah, because everything began as a wave, as a thought process, and then has filtered down and has manifested in the physical kind of particle way, in this particular reality that we're sitting in at the moment. In a particle way, yeah. In a physical particle way.
Particle.
That's the very non-physicist way of describing a physical object.
Yeah, but she's so difficult because she's so independent.
Ah, so she has a very strong will.
To me, that's balance, and the balance is that disability, or whatever you want to call it, label it, doesn't discriminate against age, does it? It goes like, sick, you still get that 6-year-old thing.
Yeah, but
she's 9 now.
How old is she?
She's 9 now. She was brain injury when she was 6. 3.5 years ago.
She's still young.
Yeah.
9. Because I'm in muzzle set now, and goodness me. So that's really, it's a real challenge when you're working with people labeled with disability. Those things don't, they still get, you got teenage years to come out. My son is a teenager and 16, and he's autistic. And when you get both together, being a teenager and being autistic things,
it's a double whammy.
Yeah. So I personally think that just be easy on yourself, take one day at a time. There are no rules in this game, this cosmic game. Yeah. That's what the will is about, that's what we're talking about with the self-healing. And what Wendy was saying about, start with your love of yourself.
Start with yourself, definitely.
We'll just naturally project out to people in your close family, and then extended family, and then your community. So, and also allow for things that you can't see, that things that are in the way, in the ether, that you haven't seen yet. And believe me, there's lots of them. Lots of them. And they can be very simple, just like a little shift of how you perceive something. So, for example, if you're looking at flowers, a lot of flowers are called after Latin names. But then when you get into what a meaning of a flower is, so it's actually got a meaning. So you read the totem of the flower. It's actually got a powerful meaning. Then you can eat it because it's got a healing property. And then when it's inside your body, it starts to communicate. So then we understand why if you smoke some weed, or you smoke tobacco, or whatever you drink, alcohol, that these plants are things. This is why we were talking about be careful what energy you put inside your body. Because a plant is a powerful thing. Forever. It can travel from planets to planets. You know that because we know that they're on meteorites.
Definitely. What was that mineral that is good for? It's magnesium, isn't it? It's good for bones and the nervous system. Magnesium. You can buy it in a powder, put it in water, and it is really, really, it's amazing for the body. Magnesium, You can buy it in health food shops. So definitely look at magnesium as an actual physical thing you can
Not
put
yet,
in
we're
your
just
body.
starting that.
Yeah.
We haven't got
We're going to start looking at. We know someone who is using it themselves, and it's making an amazing difference to their life. Ah, thank you, Wendy. It helps the body absorb other nutrients. Fantastic. That is very cool. Dr. Joe Dispenza, I think that's how you spell his name. Ah, right. I've heard of that guy.
I heard about them as well. My friend was on his workshop in Germany.
Oh, wow. Yes,
Yeah.
I remember this guy, because they said, well, you're never going to, you've got so and so many days. And then, by the end of the time that he'd allowed himself, he was walking. It's like, wow. That is the force of your will. That is amazing. Yeah. Oh, wow. And that what's amazing, because we were watching, I was saying at the beginning, we were watching this documentary about Britain's first ever, they were queens, but they were kings in their own right, really. Sorry?
She-wolves.
Yeah, also they were dubbed by the church as she-wolves because they were women who had power. And Bloody Mary, her will was formidable. Not much dissimilar to Elizabeth I. I mean, she was an amazing force to be reckoned with, yeah? And what I find interesting about that is they're not constantly worrying about their mindset. They're not constantly worrying about what they're manifesting. They just have this unshakable belief that this is what will be, yeah? And I think that's what you've got to kind of come into, this is what will happen. This is what will be. This is done, yeah? And there's that state of healing, isn't it? It is done, it is done, it is done. And that's it. that's the end of the kind of the spell, if you like. Because theta healing is an amazing thing. It's like an upload and a download. And Ian's trained as a theta healer. So you upload to whatever that is for you, what you no longer need or want, and then you download what you now want in your life. Yeah. There's stuff that goes on before that, so it's working out what those things are on a very
kinesiology.
On a deep level.
Kinesiology.
What about kinesiology?
That's what they use to determine what emotion.
Oh, right. I've never studied kinesiology, but you could work that out in other ways as well. But theta healing is really, and it's something we can relate to because it's uploads and downloads, which we can relate to.
Like grounding.
Like grounding.
Similar.
Kind of, but it's more. It's like you're swapping out all the stuff that you don't want anymore. For example, for me, when I had this neuralgic pain down my arm, I could have used theta healing to swap that out. So to give that back to the universe, say, look, I don't want this. And now I want to download, healing for my arm, or the feeling of, being relaxed, for example. So you swap out what you don't want anymore for what download what you do want.
And you can play with that as well, so you can take out what you want and bring it back down if you want it back down.
Yeah.
So that's just one aspect of what I've studied, but
yeah,
the key to it is to understand all words are spells. So all
words
powerful. Cast a energy in your direction or three fingers back. So as soon as you say a word, so if I say my name's Ian, and I'm casting this spell, and I'm manifesting myself as Ian, because you will see, and you will call me like genie or spirit. You call my name, I would have to come for that. So Ian Nuvra, as soon as I say Ian and Nuvra, or whatever, Joanne, and she get you full.
Yeah.
You get a reaction.
Murphy, here he comes.
So all works as
Hello.
spell. So this is kind of, I don't want to get into it today because we're going to do that later on, but this is where we're unraveling all this. So it's almost, you've got to undo everything that you've learned up to this point, and then re-ravel it up so it sits right with you. Yeah. This is why in witchcraft or in nature path, it takes you into this area of being natural. Yeah. With something that isn't unnatural. Flowers, trees, and then you have this communion with them. So that allows you a kind of sanity within the abstract or what has been created with a different form of magical power, which is by magicians. But I don't want to get into that.
Let's go a bit deep.
I can go deep. I like a lead weight.
Absolutely. So was there anything else that anyone wanted to share or ask around self-healing? Because this really is, it is for everyone out there. So if there's anything you want to ask. If you think of anything later, then type it in the comments in the group, because I'm going to post this up on the group, so if something comes into your head later, oh God, I wish I'd asked that. Just post it, just comment it in the group. What about you, Liz? Have you got anything that you'd like to ask or kind of share around self-healing?
Hi. It's been kind of crazy here, so that's why I had everything off. No, everything that you did, you touched base on everything that, I've been trying to do and trying to get it, menopause is wonderful.
It's a challenge.
It is. Mine is the weight gain, so I've been working really hard on that, trying to get that under control, but so far not so much. It seems like you turn that age and you gain it overnight, and you're like, where did all that come from? But so I'm trying to drink a lot of water. It's warm here, not as warm as you guys though. We have the humidity and the air quality, and that we get all those warnings and fun stuff. But we've been getting rain, thank goodness, which you haven't.
Yeah, makes a big difference.
Oh, it does. But otherwise, you guys touched on so much. That's everything that I've learned. Not following, though. You got to get back on the path.
It's in the doing. It's definitely in the doing, because it won't happen unless you actually start to, make movements. Make that. What am I trying to say? Change can't happen unless you actually start moving with something. That's when the change kind of happens.
Yes, yeah. And
what witchcraft for me is all about is we see that within nature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Every day.
Yeah, everything is always moving.
To get into your parks, gardens, greatest teacher they will ever find, greatest self.
Yeah, definitely. That's another thing, getting out to nature, especially, but like sitting under trees is an amazing healing.
And also, the other thing what I would say to, or what I say to my own students, is there's two ends of the spectrum. So one end of the spectrum is a very simple one. So what does Mother Nature, whatever you want to ask of you as a person?
Can you sit a bit closer to the mic?
That's because I'm talking to you. I forgot you guys are there. Yeah, so what does Mother Nature ask of you as a person, your body, your physical body? So for women, it's definitely to move. So the basic things, they always come back to it. So whenever anything gets complicated, get into your garden, just think this. Like, what should you ask? Drink some water, eat some food, take some exercise.
Speak up a bit.
Speak up a bit, and ask that. To keep yourself warm, so that would involve a house or a flat or somewhere to live, shelter.
Yeah.
To receive love and to give love. What's the word? What's the unconditional love? So that means for a pet, a tree, your garden, or a great environment. And that's it. There's nothing else that Mother Nature asks us.
Yeah.
To me, that is pure witchcraft. When you get that, that's where you're always going to come back to. So we can go out really deep, lots of swimming, and go a bit mad because of all the knowledge. But we can always come back. That's all she ever asks for us.
Yeah.
And the other things, like say, I mean, I'm not going to say for them, but I would say that, if you're giving birth, there's lots of chemicals in the body that help with that. I'm not saying it's easy or anything like that, and I'm certainly not in a position to talk about it. But I'd say the other end of the spectrum, there's lots of chemicals, in the body. Mother Nature puts in there and goes, okay, right, we're going to change it. So we've got this little in your body, that's stored in your body. We're ready for that. So your body is an amazing thing through Mother Nature that she prepares the body. Incredible.
Yeah.
So always you've got two ends of the spectrum. This spectrum is, yes, you should drink more water. Yes, you should take more exercise. But we can always come back to what does Mother Nature ask for us? She doesn't ask us to pay, an electric bill.
Yeah.
They pay my electric bill. My gas bill. She just says, well, drink a bit of water, you'll be dehydrated, don't you?
Yeah. Absolutely. So has anyone got anything else they would like to ask or they'd like to share? You got any stories of self-healing, for example? It'd be very cool to share with everybody.
In this humid weather, Angie, people who have trouble retaining fluid, there are several natural diuretics. Grapefruit juice is one. I start every morning at this time of year with a glass of grapefruit juice.
Cool.
And it's a natural diuretic. It helps keep the fluid off, and you just keep putting it in, and it does what it's supposed to do instead of you retaining it all around your joints and that, which makes us older people a little achy and stuff in humid weather. So
cool.
There are other natural diuretics. Dandelion root for one thing. If you're making a herbal tea, put some dandelion root in the mix. It's a natural diuretic. Helps cleanse the bile ducts.
Yeah.
Keeps everything going. Yeah.
Cool. Yeah. Okay, how are we doing? Oh, blimey. We've gone well over.
I've got a story.
Again. Okay, Ian's got a little story.
It's not for me, it's a friend of mine.
Oh, right, okay.
He was talking about bouncy balls.
Oh, yes, the gym ball. Yeah.
The gym ball. And he was using, there's a funny story. It's not
oh, right, okay.
And he's got really bad sciatic back.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it. So he got one of these bouncy balls. And
a gym ball, yeah?
Gym ball.
Yeah.
And he loved it. It was really, really good for his back. It was given to him by a physiotherapist.
Yeah.
And I think he spent about 3 months bouncing. And what's interesting about that, which is the thing that I picked up, is that that's supporting you, isn't it? If it's you've got energy pushing down at you, then this ball is supporting it. And the funny part, he's bouncing there, so he's got really, really comfortable. And he's saying, and he could literally lift himself Well, believe it or not, it burst.
Wow.
He landed on his coccyx.
Coccyx.
Then he bruised the coccyx.
Yeah, that hurts.
I suppose for about a week. So yeah, that's my funny stuff. That's funny.
Well, it would have been a bit comedic to watch, wouldn't it? Yes.
I thought you were going to say it cured his sciatica.
I'll tell you what's cured mine. I'll tell you exactly what's cured mine. Getting rid of the bloody sofa. We no longer have a sofa. We don't have a proper bed. We have a mattress which is made of amber and mustard seed. So we don't have a raised bed. So we basically sleep on the floor. No sofa. Sciatica is gone. Because
when you hard surface is better for stuff like that.
Absolutely. When you sit with your in chairs, you don't get the opening in the hips that is natural for the body, because it's a ball and socket joint. It's supposed to move in all directions. But when you sit in chairs, it restricts it.
That's right. I went for years and years crippled by sciatica. And then I waxed my dining room floor, and I forgot about it the next morning. And I went ass over tea kettle on the floor, landed on my tailbone.
Wow.
Sciatica gone for months.
Yeah.
It just needed that shock.
Yeah.
It just needed that shock to move things.
Yeah.
Wow. That's amazing.
I'm not recommending it as a treatment.
So what you do is go on the floor.
But it worked for me.
Go to bed and cut it forward.
Oh dear.
Wax your floor, you'll be fine.
Yeah. Absolutely. Even it's what's really interesting though, even years of doing yoga and my sciatica was still there. But just sitting on the floor all the time.
It was a big step, wasn't it?
Oh, it's a huge
step.
Huge.
Actually, we get rid of
because people go, what? What do you mean you haven't got a sofa? What do you sit on? I sit on my arse.
Or when people come to visit, I lost my step.
Yeah, when people come to visit, they kind of like look around. It's like looking for the sofa, like it's hidden underneath a gong or something. It's just sofa. And you can always see the panic in their face. It's like, oh my God, I've got to sit on the floor. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've got to sit on the floor.
You have lots of cushions though.
Oh, lots of cushions. Yeah. And it's
Yeah.
So I do advocate to people, get rid of your sofa.
But you know, today, just get on the floor.
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you just spend, say, a couple of nights a week or one night a week sleeping on the floor, make it comfortable, obviously.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Because
the really interesting thing about sleeping on the floor, because when you sleep in a bed, I think 9 out of 10 mattresses give way to your body when you sleep on them. Yeah, so it's not your body relaxing. It's the mattress relaxing, So when you sleep on the floor, your body will resist for an amount of time. It might be 1 or 2 nights where it's going, oh my God, and you wake up and you feel really bad. But a couple of days in, your body, it has no choice. It has to relax into the floor. And what happens, that you get an amazing healing going on when your whole body relaxes through the whole night. It is incredible. And like I say, the mattress that we've got is it's amber and mustard seed, which creates an electromagnetic field, which heals the body. But even when we're camping, on these little tiny airbed things, we get that amazing relaxation and healing. It's quite incredible. So yeah, when you can, sleep on the floor. Why was that funny, Joanna?
I'm gone.
Where have you gone?
I'm too old for this.
For what? Sleeping on the floor?
My poor back. I can't imagine.
Yes, but see, your poor back will no longer be a poor back if you spend a couple of nights sleeping on the floor.
Hard surface is actually good for your back.
It's excellent. It really is. It's very cool.
And the thing as well, I always say, what we're saying on our list, that when you get the thought, you take the action, you have the experience,
Yeah.
and you get the outcome.
Speak up. Can't hear you.
So you think the thought, so laying on the floor is a kind of program of it, so it's like, no one, most people don't sleep on the floor, they sleep on the bed.
Yeah.
So that's where the occultist pricks his ears up, because we always look for in the opposite direction of where everybody else is looking.
Yeah.
So our benchmark, because we've got to have this benchmark, is, we do no harm, and we don't, we don't damage or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's an easy benchmark. So sleeping on the floor for one night, or just laying on the floor for the evening, you don't want to sleep.
Yeah.
And then first one was to keep trying it for a little while, and we had a couple of days off, one day off. It's like gardening, when you first start out with permaculture, so it's slightly different from gardening, but it gives you a different perspective of how to look at your garden.
Yeah,
or,
definitely.
Why you need to be weed. So if you're growing something that you need to eat, but then you've got things that are going to eat it, and they eat a particular weed that's in that garden, then you might want to grow the weed.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or if it overgrows and kills the plant, then you might need to remove it. So permaculture is an amazing thing. It's a slightly different perspective. So that's what cultism does. And certainly through witchcraft is one of the paths, which is nature path, that says, okay, well, let me try that and see what, and it's your own feedback, because it's always what resonates with you. Yeah. And you trust it. If you're at this point in your journey, you must be pretty good. You should have some trust in yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay. It's coming up to 4 o'clock. We've been here for 2 hours now. My goodness.
Is there in Mars? What time is it on Mars?
I have no idea what time it is on Mars. It's not Mars Day today. It's Venus Day today. It's Friday. Okay, people. So we're going to sign off unless anyone's got anything else they want to share or they want to ask. It was that, Liz. So yeah, we're gonna sign off, and what will happen is because we've got to go out, we've got to go food shopping. So when I get back, I will post this up in the group, and it'll be under the units tab, because it is part of a course, so it'll be in there. So if you've got anything that comes into your head that you want to share, whether that's books, websites, whatever that will help people, then put it in there, because I want this to be an interactive thing.
Yeah, and also it's the this is what this time is all about, like the witches coming back from
absolutely
karma and sharing all that wonderful knowledge.
Yeah,
with
definitely.
that energy.
Yeah.
So back to thinking that no one person. About sharing of that knowledge.
Yeah.
It's important for you.
Yeah.
Sorry, my microphone was off. That was my husband.
Oh, hi, Liz's husband. Does he know you were filming him?
Yes, I told him. I said, I'm going to show him.
Oh, bless him.
Yes, we have the craziest house.
Okay, so thank you all for for being here for this. Also, we've got two more to go. So one next Friday and one the following Friday. So the next one will be around your environment. Yeah, is that right? Yeah. The next one will be around your actual physical environment. Yeah, and people and stuff.
I wouldn't about that. That was what we're talking a lot about.
Yes. So I'm sure Wendy will
check out Wendy's videos. She's amazing.
Yeah, I love your garden, Wendy. It's just so cool.
Thank you. I'm glad you do.
I want a garden like that. That's what I want.
It just kept growing and growing.
Yeah. Ours is very small and like that. So you can imagine it's like some kind of weird forest.
Ours started out that way, and then we just kept adding raised gardens.
Yeah.
And Bud added to this spring. Just kept bringing home plants. She works at a garden center.
Oh, fantastic.
And just kept bringing home plants. You know, have to save this one, have to save this one, have to save that one. You know, it's like, where we put them? So there's even more gardens now.
Oh, fantastic. Okay, guys. So we're going to sign off. And like I say, this video will be available in the group. Give it a couple of hours, yeah, so we can get back from our shopping trip. Henry's got his girlfriend coming round tomorrow, meet the family. So we're doing a lunch. So yeah, we've got to go and get food.
Hard to do a lunch without food.
Oh no, you definitely can't do that.
Very interesting. I like the experiment.
We can certainly try it one day. Oh yeah, like you do when you're a kid, when you have your plastic cups and saucers. Oh yeah, I like that. I used to have plasticine carrots.
Yes. I love it.
Oh dear. Oh, there you go. Okay, so today's Friday, so I think the next live is on Monday. No, not Monday. I think it might be Thursday, possibly. But all the events are in the group that way. That way. Yeah. So enjoy your weekend, everybody.
You too.
Yeah,
You
we
too.
will. We will.
You too.
And we will see you around in the group and on live, I think, on Thursday. Okay.
Okay.
So, be fit.
Thank you. Thank you.
Bye,
Live long and
everybody.
prosper.
Bye,
Bye,
everybody.
everyone.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.
And so